welcome to Roller Coaster Motor. My name is Tommy. Today is Sunday, May 12th, 2024, and I'm here at Valleyfair for opening day of the 2024 season. This is my 4th year in a row coming to opening day at Valleyfair, so I will be showing off anything that the park has that is new, which, from what they've announced, sounds like 2 kind of new food locations slash rebranding, so I'll see how that is and look for, you know, even just new paint, anything. All right, let's go. Beautiful. I'm in. Usually I start off with Wild Thing, but I think I'm gonna start off Steel Venom. It looks like there's maybe a 5-10 minute wait at most. So very, very short. So the line ends right here. I love playing Find My Vehicle in the Steel Venom parking lot queue area. 3rd row from the back.
All clear. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, riders. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. Please remain seated until the ride Snoopy Point completes stop. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day here at Valleyfair.
Yeah, I had to jump on the low wait opportunity, even though it actually ended up being a longer wait due to what appears to have been a technical issue, as this ride can be very prone to, so you kind of got to take your opportunities when they come. I think I only rode it once last year because I think it was down on 2 of my 3 visits. That could certainly happen with this ride, but that holding brake is still very, very good. I don't think if there's another one in the country on one of these models anymore except this one. Then as I get back to the main pathway near the entrance, I'll be taking a left. We'll be finishing over there on the other side of the Valleyfair sign as I kind of circle around the park looking for new stuff. Riding, you know, rides as I see fit. Wild Thing is next. Now this is an interesting part of the park. So in front of me is the former Minnesota Eats location, which has no signage whatsoever, appears completely closed. I don't expect this to be much of anything this year. I don't think it was anything last year. It was a decent food location, but it shut down, you know, a couple years later, and now there isn't much to it. They've revamped 2 different food locations in the park, and I will be seeing both of those. Maybe there's more, I'm not certain. And then to my right here, we have the Zombie High Haunt location, which Valley Scare is returning. Very excited for that. 9/21/24, it's Saturday. That's opening night. I will be there. And definitely again, and maybe even a 3rd time in the fall, I'll be going to Valley Scare, making videos of that as well. I believe Zombie High is like the one that isn't returning, and they're gonna reimagine this in some way. If I'm incorrect on that, I'll be flashing the words on the screen right now. So very interesting to see what haunts they have exactly, because they've said there will be 6 total, which is more than the 5 they would typically have. So I'll take it. I love it when parks play Foo Fighters. They should do it way more. Welcome back to Valleyfair indeed, as Foo Fighters keep playing. I believe this drink stand right here at Wild Things Lift Hill was closed out last year. I certainly don't see any signs of life at the moment. The park has opened quite a few drink stands throughout the park over the last couple of years. So I don't know, I figure they could probably revitalize this and do something with it. But yeah, a couple of vacant buildings on the left side of the park as you enter. I'm still very irritated that the park turned my favorite stand, the cheese on a stick stand, into a drink stand, but whatever. This is the 2nd straight year in a row it's been a drink stand. I don't know if they carry cheese on a stick anywhere or if that item just is unobtainable in the park at this point, but oh well, I'll be on the lookout. I love the walk up to the Wild Thing entrance. Looks like the line ends just after the station, so not a long wait.
Welcome to Wildlife. When the gates open,
Sixth row from the back.
With care.
She's certainly running smooth like always. Basically, you get a good first drop, pretty solid second, airtime hell, a little bit of airtime on the third. A little bit of speed on the figure eight helix, and then, you know, pretty minimal on the return bunny hills. So definitely one of the lower rated hypercoasters you'll ever see, but it's still a solid hypercoaster. You know, here's something I've never really noticed before. This train tunnel right next to Extreme Swing in front of Wild Thing, the old Tilt-A-Whirl location right here. This tree looks really cool, the way it's kind of curving over the tunnel like that. Where you kind of got branches growing all over the wall. It's a nice little spot. I wonder if the park could ever do something with this someday. I mean, I think it's like 10 plus years ago they used to have a Tilt-A-Whirl right here, but it's just been a grassy little spot for a long time. But I do kind of like the look of this spot right here. Well, the water park doesn't open for another couple of weeks, but you can see some staff walking around it. Looks like they're kind of testing various features of the water park. Like right now in the distance, you can see the wave pool is fully operating. They got some people walking around it. Looks like they're just kind of prepping it. It's got about another 2 weeks. It's always, you know, Memorial Day through Labor Day for the water park. So even though today is a gorgeous day in the 80s and sunny, be a perfect water park day. Well, the grass over here certainly looks very nice. I remember last year they added this little small fence extending over there to deter people from crossing right through here, which killed a bunch of grass. Looks like the grass has mostly recovered at this point. Looping Starship still is nothing. I mean, hey look, some little paint lines. Maybe they have water park plans for this in the future. We shall see. So a few things right here. This dining location's little quick service spot is changed to just a pizza place. You got the Chateau de Dam pond structure right there. It sounds like that will be used for Valley Scare this fall. And then right here, this has been rebranded the Renegade Smokehouse. It was Chicken and Pete's for many years, and I think it switched back to like Stadium Grill or something like that. Now it is a smokehouse. I think after I explore the back of the park, I'm going to come back and try this place out. So we'll see if I stick to that plan. I still really don't like looking at the old Looping Starship spot. It's now been like 4 years since they shut it down and just put in this little landscaping. So very eager to see it get used for water park expansion. It just fits so beautifully with that piece of grass just on the other side of the black fence right over there. Could definitely fit quite a big slide structure right here. Coming down over there like mat slides or something. Anything really. Now for the best ride in the park. Perhaps the sign could use a touch up, but it doesn't entirely not fit with the theme. The line ends in the tunnel. Third row from the back. So I think this wood right here over the entrance and exit are the only new pieces of wood on this entire ride. So they were also only running one train operations as well, so that lengthened the line a bit, though I still probably only waited 3, 4, 5 trains, something like that, so not a terrible line. Probably the roughest ride I've ever had on Renegade ever. It's very shaky and like a little painful. Still get some great air time on it. Still the best ride in the park, quite frankly, even if even if it's very, very rough like that. They could definitely use a lot of retracting on this ride. Usually they do a lot every year, but they could use a bit more right now. This is also the farthest I can go due to this white fence. I remember this back section of the park being closed on opening day as well, because the only thing they'd be running back there is Excalibur, which, you know, they tend to close when crowds are a little bit lower. I love Excalibur. I hope they keep it open for a haunt this year. Maybe add some capacity back there. Always wanted to see them expand the park far back there down the tunnel. All sorts of things you could do back there, but someday. Another food location they don't have open today, but this one operated quite a bit last year, so I'm sure this one will open, but just not today. I'm gonna check out its retail location. So this corner might be the only Valleyfair branded merch in here, closer to the smokehouse. There's a lot of Billabong and various surfing, swim type brands all throughout the store, besides the little bit of Valleyfair merch you see right here. Last year there was a lot of Valleyfair merch, so I actually got a little bit by the entrance. More Soak City themed. Okay, now I'm gonna break things up a little bit and try out this new barbecue place they got here, see if it's any good. I was actually pretty impressed with the barbecue they had at Cedar Point, Kings Island. If they can get it, you know, even halfway close to there, then this place would probably be worth a repeat visit. We do have an upstairs here. And then this is how you actually order. So I ordered a pulled pork sandwich, just a sandwich. Came out to about $15.60 after season pass holder discount. Took about $1.30 off the total price. Their menu is really basic. Just pulled pork, brisket, or chicken barbecue sandwiches, chicken tender basket, or a large turkey leg. Also cheese curds and coleslaw for their sides. So not much to it really. So here is a pulled pork sandwich. Doesn't really look pulled. It looks like they kind of sliced it. So they don't serve it with barbecue sauce, but all these stations have 2 things of barbecue sauce. So let's see if that makes it look a little bit better. They have barbecue sauce and then like a golden mustard style barbecue sauce or so. So I put a little bit of each, well, mostly the barbecue, but a little bit of the mustard on. Well, it's like okay, which is to say it's not very good barbecue, but the sauce is actually pretty good. Even the mustard I think is pretty good. They're pretty good sauces. So they cover up the fact that the pulled pork's rather basic and not really seasoned and not really pulled either. Yeah, so I can't in any way say that this is a significant uptick in quality. It's kind of in line with what I would have expected from Valleyfair. Much lesser than Cedar Point and Kings Island food offerings. There is currently a very large cloud moving over the park. It's very sunny just outside of it. Creates like a very weird little ambiance in the park. Well, I was coming over here to ride High Roller, but it's down for an indefinite period of time, so I'll come back to it, see if they ever reopen it. Right on the pathway here, just underneath the High Roller lift hill, you can see just through there. That's the old Looping Stars ship, just a little tip of the ship. Yep, just checked out the Snoopy Boutique in front of me, as you would expect. Pretty Snoopy themed and Peanuts themed. So no real general Valleyfair merch. I mean, there's a little bit of merch that says Valleyfair on it, on top of having a picture of Snoopy or some Peanuts character on it. Valleyfair just announced over the loudspeaker that they've temporarily suspended all rides due to the weather. Right now, just a very dark cloud looking over the park. It's getting pretty windy. It's like right here is still the best landscaped part of the park. Very pretty. This is also a new food location, Superior Funnel Cakes. At least was serving chicken strips in years past. So, another small difference. This old cheese on a stick stand is still a bar. It was changed, I think 2-3 years ago, something like that. We have a bunch of new fencing over here as we get to the next food location. Well, this right here is definitely new as well, Boathouse Refreshments. It says coming soon, and you know, put my face up to the window a little bit and you can tell it's completely unfinished inside of there. So I don't know, it says Coca-Cola, so maybe this is more like a Coke freestyle building. Not much to it, so maybe they can have it open sooner if that's all it is. And here we got the Lucky Loon Kitchen. I believe they demolished the old building that was here and built this new structure, because it does look quite a bit different, and you can definitely smell all the fresh lumber from new fencing surrounding it. And it's also kind of the site of, you know, rumored roller coaster expansion, this general area. Ah, so right there is an exit, and here is the entrance. It looks like they've gone through the effort of concocting a origin story for this dining location. So feel free to pause and read it over a little. Oh yeah, here's what it looks like inside. Looks definitely brand new. Got AC in here. Looks like they put more effort into this. Here is the menu. Okay, this came out to 17 something after pass holder discount. This looks quite a bit better. This is like, you know, the effort I was hoping for, like the Cedar Point Kings Island quality type food. So definitely come to this place. This looks very, very good. Yeah, so it is pretty good. 100% come here. These are very big, thick chicken tenders. You only get 2 of them, but they're very big ones. Very good quality meat. Hearty, tender, juicy. My only complaint is this outdoor seating only. But it's a decent little setup. At least you have shade at every single table. Yeah, I'm very happy with this dining location. I will absolutely be making it a priority to go here at least once more this season, if not twice. But I would love to see a B&M dive coaster put in here with a, you know, theme it to a loon, the way those things dive into a lake. Definitely got a bit of a lakeside motif design going here. It's Boathouse Refreshments. Just kind of commit to the theme of this being a lakeside area with a loon type coaster. It could work. I could definitely picture a big dive right there, right off the midway, kind of attracting people to this ride. So someday, maybe next year, maybe the year afterwards, we'll see. Now here at the entrance / exit, you have 2 little gift shops. One to the left as you exit, one to the right as you exit. One on the left doesn't have nearly as much merch, and it has a little bit more sweets. Not a lot of sweets, but I should say not as much as the sign might imply. Then over on the right, you have much more merch. So I'm going to show you a little bit, starting here on the left. So basically a bunch of cotton candy at the entrance. Little candies in the tubing behind there. Then back here you have various t-shirts, sweatshirts. Remember Cedar Point had this exact same hoodie, but it said Cedar Point instead of Valleyfair. So they kind of copy designs in between different parks in the chain. Kind of makes sense. And here you got the right. Kind of like some of those in the corner. Minnesota / Valleyfair. You got over here, here's the caribou. Then it continues. You got these little shirts right here. Then here's the far corner. Got various shirts in the corner, hats, some mugs, various squishmallow type stuffed animals. And all your various drinkware.
That's clever. Back from the dead.
Oh, and they have actual proper squishmallows over here. Kind of by, you can see the drinkware up over there. So personally, I'd say decent merch, not great merch. Just kind of basic looking shirts and stuff like that. I don't believe I saw any sort of nano coaster anywhere, which I remember they had some over at the gift shop in between Renegade and the Smokehouse. So I don't know if those are on the way or what. Circling back around the park again, I just saw a train with riders on Wild Thing here, so looks like the park has reopened rides. Looks like that dark cloud passed and the wind conditions have improved significantly, so I'm gonna try to get another ride on something. It looks like Power Tower is still shut down though, but I can tell Extreme Swing, they got people loading. You know, what's up with this corn building? I remember this was brand new a few years ago, but it never seems like it's really gotten much demand or use. It seems like it's closed more often than not. Because people don't want corn that bad. Also, I know Galaxy Theater does not have any show happening this year. Alright, if you're going to wait for anything, this one's always the most worth it. Hopefully my next ride's a little bit smoother than the last one. Line comes out at the end of the tunnel.
When the gates open, please enter the train quickly but carefully.
Fourth row from the back this time. Hopefully a smoother ride. About a 30-minute wait. Yeah, that was definitely still a pretty rough ride, but it's definitely moving a little bit faster than it was earlier in the day. I mean, that thing just hauls so much. I just wish it was a little bit smoother. And that is it for today here at my normal outro spot just behind the main entrance sign. Just for future notice, I will be in Costa Rica in a few weeks. I have very long layover, about 10 hours. Both to and from Costa Rica in Atlanta. So I'm trying to go to Six Flags Over Georgia on those long layovers, both of them. We'll see how that works out for me. I'll probably be making at least one video in Costa Rica, maybe two, maybe three. I'll be making videos of the flights, at least the to and from the Atlanta airport where I have a window seat guaranteed. And I might be booking a Six Flags Fiesta Texas visit pretty soon, just one night, flying Sun Country in August. We'll see, maybe an Omaha Zoo trip in just over a month. That one's pretty likely, but not certain quite yet, but pretty close. So that's just kind of some of the stuff I got planned throughout the summer. Other than that, lots of Valleyfair visits. Valleyfair looks pretty good. They just need a new roller coaster right over there. The Lucky Loon Kitchen over there, definitely a solid addition. They need food service of higher quality just like that. They can use 2 or 3 more locations just like that right around the park. So hopefully it's on its way. So, all right, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.